So hey guys, what's up? This is Shark talking. Welcome back to my channel and to another live stream. Let's see if we are real live. Please say something. What are we going to teach us today, Kupo? This is Darkstar Hero already here. I don't know what I'll be talking. I don't know if I'll be teaching something because I still have to learn something. But welcome everyone. I will be posting the link here as well. So I hope everyone is okay with that. YouTube right now. Okay, so we are live and I already posted that so everyone can see. Hello Capivara, hello Handle Extender as well. Welcome everyone. Were you taking a nap or playing Fightcade? I was actually taking some rest. We were going to visit a friend of ours, mine and my wife's, and so I took a day to just chill a little. But I was still playing, just not creating content, at least for today. There was no time to create content today. But welcome, we see Marcelo Hashimoto is here as well. Good night, Shark. The minute I saw the update, I turned on the computer to see if you were streaming. Yeah, I didn't know it was an update today, so I just learned about it right now. So that's why I started streaming. Void Knight's here as well, 99 Stamina, and Pempi, Fernando Gonzalez. Hi, Cher, hi everyone. So, well, what happened is that we got an update, and that is introducing us to the new event that's related to the Pirates event. And there's now 4 different Pirates caves. I'm still trying to understand how this works, but it's a kind of a mix of treasure hunt and with some new stuff. You get some stuff by clearing the normal maps. I will be clearing some normal maps here. I was recently farming this stage here for a while. Let me try to remember which was the squad I was using to farm this. I think this was the one, or maybe not. I think it was this one. So Sabin is here as well. Yeah, my wife is always okay with me streaming. She doesn't care if I stream, but unless I just get to 1 a.m., that's a little too much because, you know, the neighbors can actually hear some of my noise. But she's always okay with me streaming. So Darkstar here saying that he found this event confusing in Japan, but it's actually rather simple. So you play this on Japan as well? Well, I do not know how it works if you need to farm the easiest stages or if you need to farm the harder stages. I know zero about this event. I didn't do any type of research. So if you guys understand a little more than me, please tell me. And we'll talk about this. Capivara is saying, did you see the notifications on the game? Yeah, I did. And I will be talking about them in some minutes. Let's just get some more people to join us, hopefully. Because, well, today is not exactly a good day for streaming. Not exactly at this hour as well. Let me just get a little more of air here. Have some fan. Yeah, this is better. It's very hot here in Brazil right now. Game volume is a little too loud. Is it? Okay, so I'll be reducing it. How it is right now? Because I usually stream on this type of volume. Yeah. Please tell me if it's better now. So 10 of this rusty coin. Okay. It says that we can also get this by clearing this event stages for Selma event. Let's see. We got 10 here. I think there will be some fluctuation as well. So let's just go to Hair of the Silver Heart, and I'm usually farming on stage number 5 on very hard. This is not a squad I use. I was using this squad here. So let's see how many drops Better now? Okay. So, Void is saying I've been farming Rouge Stage for the coins since the event started. So, there is at least one thing that some of the players from the Japanese version told me, and it was that the treasure hunt event that we had in the past had a better efficiency if you were running the easiest stages, low stamina cost, but that it would eventually change in the new treasure hunts events, because running low stamina cost events will have a lower drop as well. So I don't know if this happens on this event or not, so I'll be running Rouge stage as well to check. Nice rewards on this event. 100 gems, $2 and 5 crappy shards. Only that? In the 4 islands, you can only get this? That would be very strange. So let me just see how many I'll be getting by running this. So if you are only thinking about the coins, maybe running this event instead of farming for Rouge will be better, unless you already farmed everything from here. Because you can still purchase some more coins from... Let's see. Then SS gems. Okay, this is a little better. So, you see, we can get the coins from here as well. You spend 20 for a single one. So it doesn't have so much efficiency. But maybe if you are running the lowest cost stage, like starts with 5. So we could run this one here. I'll be running this one here and see how much it drops. Because it's still 5 energy. Rouge stage is 5 energy as well. Yeah, I'm also getting 3 drops. But only for 3 times. I have to run 3 times first and then check the results later. But does it also affect the Rusty coin? I'm not so sure on that. Hey, Undefied Alias is here as well. Welcome. It doesn't drop the Rusty coin. Where is it? So maybe if the stage is with a low stamina cost, it doesn't guarantee a drop. How does that exactly work? Let me run this again. It's conversion. Void is saying that it's story maps only, but on the notice it was saying that here on this event we will also be getting the Rusty coins, but only by conversion. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's not on the drop list. By conversion it doesn't really help at all. Because you see it's 20 for 1. 20 for 1. Conversion is terrible. Let's run a little Rouge stage. Yeah, and on the shop is just too much. 20 for 1. Now let's see Rouge stage. But even if the Rouge stage is better, I will still be farming for Fat Robin stage, because I want to get him maxed. And it's very fast as well. Has better status cap. least we can get some HP. But is there a limit to the rewards from the 10 rusty coins? So yeah. It seems like it has the same drops in all stages. Let's keep running this. But if Rouge stage is the best, well, like I said, I will still be farming for Fat Robins. I don't have nothing to do here on Rouge. Farmed this way too many times already. At least in Fat Robin stage I can farm some HP. And we have way too many stamina potions. We can use some. Oh, it can also drop only 2. Let me take a screenshot of this. Marcelo is saying that he got 20 coins on the Rouge stage, and 99 stamina is saying that he has gotten 30 on loot stage. Maybe it has some difference. I can check this on the Japanese version. I don't have the wiki for the Japanese version anymore. Sometimes I had this open in my Chrome, but I think I closed the tab. Tree. 99 stamina is asking if I have Rouge on 50. Yes, I have. My Rouge is maxed. So let's go to very hard again. Tenjin said it, saying that he got 30 on chapter 9. I was running this stage here because it's easier for me. I can run it on full auto. Actually, I don't need to bring the Tatiana alongside Alan. I can bring someone that is a little better. Even if it's maybe Mikhail. Let me just get better, happier. I also have to awaken Word Ballet from Mikhail. Oh, it's already awakened. Also, I don't think I will be using this version of Alan. I can simply train my Alway. It's way better. It's variable. I got 2 from 9.1.4 once and 20 on Fat Robin. So if it has the same variance between all the stages, I'll keep farming on Fat Robin stage. Oh. White Rose has such a low agility that even when you increase it with a formation, she still attacks last. But also 2 times, so it's just super random. So if it's super random, yeah, Rouge is better, but as I can still upgrade my Fat Robin, I will be farming on Fat Robins. And it's super easy. You can also just bring 1 farmer. Can even be Yundine. I recommend S Yundine if you have this Yundine. Just give her Ice Javelins. You can even use Prince Thomas for farming on on Fat Robin stage. The stage here is super easy for those that have AoE farmers. Especially those that can inflict sun or fire damage. $15. That was not so bad. Tenjin Sure is gonna be the only one on the server that uses Alway. He's actually super strong. People don't give him the credit. It's just that we have so many slash damage dealers that he has a problem with competition. But if you kind of forget that he's a farmable character, he's amazing. I also have to max my Terry. So yeah, I'll probably be farming other stages. At least till I can get them maxed. Tenjin City saying I got that AoE light farm from free pool today. Super happy. You say that what's the name of him? Hongming. Hongming is amazing for farming. Fake Robin's cry because you keep calling him fat. That is because the translated version from fans were used to call him Fat Robin. I don't know. I read it so many times that I keep repeating. Moritz is saying, is Fat Robin or normal Monica better pierce damage dealer? Fat Robin will do more damage than normal Monica all the time. She's a kind of an off tank. Normal Monica is an off tank. Fat Robin is all about damage. He actually does more damage than even, let's say, Selma. Fat Robin can do more damage than Selma sometimes. If you are not hitting for cold damage, Fat Robin will do more damage than Selma or very, very close. Fat Robin is actually a very strong character. Some people don't see him like that because he's farmable. And it's even better because you can, instead of just trying to... Only one? Oh my god. Instead of just trying to use your dojo to get, say, Selma pieces, you can just get your Fat Robin maxed. By getting dupes. Capivara is saying that he also uses Always and like him a lot. I just hope they release another version of him because he has room to improve. I'll be going to Fat Robin stage, so after this one. 997 is saying seems like it's 3,750 jewels from the Pirate Cave total. That's quite a lot for an event. I think it's the highest we've seen so far. It's nice because we really need more gems now that we will have Acellus. We need to talk about Acellus. I will be going to the news. Yeah, I think I'll go to the news as soon as we finish this fight. There's some problem with the connection. Always is... oh no. But Galahad is a female. Oh my. The two healers are dead. Can we still clear this? Maybe yeah, maybe no. Actually, even this Mikhail is not so bad. But people don't give him the credit because, well, he... I don't know why. He's not so bad at all. This Mikhail can also use Soul Turn Cross for 3 times in a row. With a 75% chance of this occurring. 3 Soul Turn Cross, one after another, is too much. It's super amazing. Oh, I forgot to turn off full power auto. Oh my. I think it's over. Oh no, let's use normal attack. Yeah, we are finally on the Acellus hype train. Oh my, we lost. So new kids here. Hi Cher, I thought you don't have a stream. Then I checked it in your channel since I need info. My go-to. Thank you. I was not expecting to make a live stream today. I took a day to rest, and I was also preparing some stuff that will be released on the next week. But I was not expecting new content today. I should have given another look on the data mine because I think they had this information, but I missed it. And guys, we'll be having a live stream as well very soon. They will be talking about Acellus. They know that people talked so much about Acellus. They also know how popular she is on the Japanese version. I still don't know why she only has 3 versions. The White Days is so bad that, well, I don't even can count on that version as much. But her other 2 SS styles are amazing. So they'll probably release more versions of Acellus. So let's just click here on news so we can talk about this. And not only Acellus, but we'll be getting the T260s, this robot here from Saga Frontier 1. He uses guns. He's the first of his kind. There's also this engineer card that's a character that only has his style. And yeah, another version of Princess White Rose. This only has a interesting skill for single target damage, but those that already have White Rose do not need this. Only if they want a 4th skill, but even then, Chocolate Boy is so overpowered that you barely even use this other spell. Yeah, and this Acellus here is just amazing. We have a very cheap AoE attack that can debuff intelligence, and there will be fights where you have more enemies that won't die as soon as you think. They will survive turn 1. Usually when we are doing some challenges, if the boss stage has some normal enemies, the enemies die very fast. But in the future, as the game keeps progressing, and we will have challenges where the enemies won't die on a single hit, and that's where you need more debuffs to reduce the incoming damage. She's very nice for this type of challenges. Not only that, she also has very strong single target damage, but not backed by her abilities because she has too much diversity on her Acellus. She can avoid, she can deal a little more damage, and I forgot the other one. But she's not only about damage, she's a little more balanced. So yeah, I really want this character. And getting her now means that when you get this 3rd SS version of Acellus, she will be even better. Way better with this skill than just using her 3 normal skills. She needs to inherit this cheap AoE from this version. So yeah, we have more information about the Pirate Treasure Hunt event. I don't know if they have way too many explanations here. Get rusty coins, okay. Exchange for the maps, go to the maps, okay. Find the treasure. There's nothing that gives you more by using the featured characters, right? That's better this way. And this view stays for 2 weeks. Yeah, 2 weeks. Nice. Let's just check more information here. She's the best. Yeah, she's actually also so strong in her original game. She's only comparable to Red. I mean, from the protagonist. Red is also very strong, but Red needs so many things to be Kaiser on his original game that just makes Acellus the best protagonist for, you see, more diversity, more damage, more builds. This was the best character to play with, in my opinion. Although I like the girl that starts in the prison, I always forget her name. I prefer her storyline than even Acellus, but I know that Acellus was the best protagonist to play because you had way more options with squad building. And well, let's see more here. We have finally a notice about the Saga 30. And we have 15,000 gems, the platinum ticket summon that we already know. We have more missions to get Sensei. Jewel Sale. Guys, if you love the game, purchase some packs. This game is not doing so well in the global version. I know that. It's probably because it's a good game. If it was a bad game that demands you to spend money because it has paywalls, people will spend more. But that's how it works. This other information we already had before. Yeah. The Hair of Silver Heart, limited events, Pirate Treasure Hunt. This one we did it. And yeah, Divided Tower for Acellus will be alive as well. That will be on 29. That's exactly the day that Acellus will be released. So 2 days to go, so the hype train for Acellus reaches. Yeah. Let's see if there's more things. Yeah, chapter 10, same day. You'll be releasing the update to the story and the new event and the new tower all in the same day. That's a little too much. They should space out a little more. Tenjin saying that lots of people say that Acellus in the official live stream when they asked which care people wanted the most. So they probably decided upon that. People don't see it, but the live streams that are done by Square Enix are very important to the game. They really take what people say into consideration. And you can also ask things to the producer and he will reply. That some situations they won't reply to everything because, well, you know, that's a limited time, but it's always interesting to try to get some questions answered on a live stream. Billy was saying, is she limited or will she be in Platinum Pool after? No, she is limited and she's one of the first very important limited that starts with the new wave of good characters. You know, there was a lot of characters that were so. They were not so shiny, they didn't have anything so good. And you see it's so bad to be reviewing characters that are bad, because I keep saying they are not worth summoning. And you know that also affects the income of the game. But hopefully now that they have Acellus, you should also understand that, oh man, there will be Treasure Cave as well. But how does this work? Because we have Treasure Hunt, then we will have Treasure Cave on the same time. But if we have Treasure Hunt alongside Treasure Cave, that means that clearing story maps will give us the true drops. That would be the best place, the best moment for you to farm as well. And also with Chapter 10 released, oh man, that would be very incredible, especially for those that are saving their gems. And this is also interesting. You see, a lot of people were confused if this was Sophia or Holy King. Yeah, it's Sophia, and there's a explanation for this. I remember some people were saying on the comment sections that this is a sort of Kimono, but for I don't know if it's for Korean people. That's kind of a cultural thing. So because the game is more successful on the Asian servers, they are doing this skin to celebrate and give something to them. But we also getting on the same time. Well, this event, there will be an event. It's a special event, Moonlight Promise, that will last for a whole month. I think it's just, oh no, it's just a login bonus to get this skin. Then we have Zui Coliseum new stages, that's starting for 1 out of 10. Divine Tower for Khalid. Yeah, we're getting a S version of him as well. Khalid gets 2 SS styles very close to each other, and that's why he doesn't have so much power. And when they are better spaced out, that means that you have a character that belongs to a generation, then to another generation, and that's better. That happened with Acellus. If you get like Final Emperor, the vanilla Final Emperor is exactly interesting because he has a triple S damage skill. But then the second version of Final Emperor is just so useless. Not totally useless, but I'm just saying that it's so skippable. Because they were released so close to each other. That happens with Khalid as well. The first 2 versions of Khalid are so. And then the third one is a little better, but not so much. Let's see. I only finished the school event fights today. Your guide for stages 16 to 20 really helped out. Fight 20 was super fun. Oh, thank you, Tenjin Sid. That was... I really had fun doing those stages. Monica 2 is a jack of all trade, but no hype on her. Monica, yes. But the next Monica, we are talking about the Christmas. Red was better. The story for Red was very interesting as well, but I did prefer... I think it's Amelia. Yeah, the name of the character is Amelia. This game is doing quite good for a Saga game. Better than the sales of Saga Scarlet Grace and Romancing Saga 3 in the West. You mean for the total income? That's what you're saying, Randall? Sabine saying I better pull her early, don't want to pity another style. I don't know if I will have to pity her, but even if I have to, I'm okay with that. I have very Many gems. I have 41k. I have enough to pity her if I need to. So while we talk, let's just run some stage here. Let's just run, say, no, let's just run main stage. Let's just run. No, let's just run chapter 9 because we can do chapter 9 while we talk. I wonder what stage were you guys farming? I have this stage here with the being the one of the easiest one for chapter 9. But it doesn't have the highest cap, so I play here a little and then I switch out. I better put her earlier. We answered this. 9970 saying shards of characters times 10 in parts event. I will be checking the parts event after we finish a little here. Void is saying rip my free time. Yeah, with 2 different treasure maps event. We will be playing this game on 24/7. I'm pretty sure of that. Okay, wait and farm when Treasure Key is live. Yeah, we can finish farming the Selma event and then just wait for Treasure Cave and play like crazy. Yeah, and there's a new game being released today. That's Genshin Impact. I'll be making a video about Genshin Impact because, well, we have to play the hype. 9970 saying treasure caves in story mode. Yes, double farming coming. Awesome double farming. New kid saying I think it's called hanbok, a Korean traditional dress. Nice. I don't understand much about the Korean culture, so sorry about that. Maurice saying saving gems for the new Acellus. Exactly. I was saving for this moment. Who needs SS shards of Thomas and Gray? They are kinda the weakest of them all. I mean, from the release characters, they are some of the weakest one. Gray is a little better than Thomas, actually, but it's not so good. Mikhail is a very good character, actually. If it was Mikhail... Oh, Random Extender is saying that yes, the income is good. Oh, at least that's a good thing. Well, I will keep covering Romancing Saga universe. I'll keep helping out. Oh my. I don't think I'm doing so fine here. I changed some of my squad and then... But it was not a 100% success rate. It was like 90% success rate. I'm currently farming for Fat Robin Pieces. I need to farm him as well. I will go there. Oh my, we lost again. Random Extender saying that he's farming 922. I have a very huge failure on 922. I think I fail like 20% of the times and I was not happy with that. Those enemies do so much damage. What is the best? The status cap? This seems more double than other stages. The status cap is like 54, I think, or 53. Right now it's 54, but on that stage is 53. So that stage is good if you have AoE farmers. But then I think I have to just try to change the formation, make something better out of that. I'm doing 9222. Let's just see which one is 922. Sometimes I was farming 922 and sometimes 923 when I was getting angry. Yeah, sometimes I was farming 933, but this one has confused, I think. That can just make everything go wrong. I think Chapter 10 has better stages to farm than those ones here. So, what about you guys? Are you thinking about summoning for Acellus? I am thinking about summoning for her on day 1. I will guarantee her. Downloading Genshin Impact client right now. Milo is here as well, saying hey, bro. Hi, welcome. So let me just go here and see what we have. Roasty coins, nice. Air of the Silver Heart event. I'm already finishing it. Only stamina? Just stamina. Well, we will be using all stamina when treasure map event reaches us. Void Knight saying that he will skip her. You are the same guy that was trying to train loot to save for future characters instead of getting Acellus, right? Tenjin seemed that he will, but might not have 45k by then. But we'll be getting lots and lots of gems. There's a lot of content. Story mode, there's a new tower, there's this treasure hunt event. Absolutely pulling for her. String luck. Yeah, we'll be pulling that together, so guys should give me some luck as well. So what do we do now? Let me see. I have to check the event. Yeah, I have to check the event. Event, we go to here, and then we go to exchange. We can change only 2 of it. Okay, so I'll be clicking on this. What does this compass make? It's required for exploring areas with hidden treasure. Oh, I don't know. So let me get one of each one of those. Rumors. You purchase a rumor. What is this? Persona? Persona 2. So yeah, you get this, and then you have this compass. What do you do with this compass? Let's purchase some. Do you see possible that we end up getting PDFs with the story of Emperor Sagas translated? I don't think we will. Unless there's some sort of petition, or maybe people asking for that on a live stream. We need to make our voices heard. Okay, let's just go here. I'll be checking what we have here. What are the good stage to farm after Lurking Shadows very hard? I'm farming 9.1.4, but there is also 9.2.2 and 9.2.3. What is this? This guy is just like Noel, but it's not Noel. What is this song? Nine saying, yeah, it was me pushing loot to level 50. No need of Acellus meta at all. Oh, it's not exactly a meta. You can live without Acellus. But you're better with her. Okay. The guy is giving a hint. It's from Pirate Black Treasure Cave story in Romancing Saga 3. I didn't play Romancing Saga 3 yet. We will be playing, just don't know when. Void Knight saying that he's saving for an A dart. That guy is amazing. Greedy Pirate Cave. Why is it happening? So you keep getting new places to go. Okay. I see. So we only need to finish these other ones. The song comes from Minstrel Song. That's cool. I was playing with Minstrel Song recently. I got it to run with a very good graphics with my new PC. I will eventually play that game as well, but I don't know when. I will start with Romancing Saga 2. That game is giving me some headaches. Sure, did you do the week 3 Facebook challenge? I did the week 3, but I missed week 2 and 1. Actually, I missed week 1 because the rewards were so bad. I didn't know that you had to do all 3 challenges. That's 250 platinum tickets that I lost. I tried to post, but they will ignore me. I should have made a video about it. That music was great. Yeah, very nice. Western Fortress. Okay. So hey guys, let me just say that if you guys want to support the live stream in the channel, you can do so by using the super chat button or the Coffee, Patreon or PayPal links on the description. That will help me a lot because, well, the views are decreasing sadly. We are getting more subscribers, but the views are decreasing because, well, I think people are jumping shift on Romancing Saga Universe. Too many gachas, too many gachas. We have like 3 new gacha releases every new month. People don't have time for so many games. How you're gonna do Romancing Saga 2? Remember you saying you will restart? Yeah, I will be making a let's play, but edited. I will edit some parts of it because I want to make it feel like a guide as well. So it won't be a streaming anymore because it's not a good game to stream. You feel lost many times, and well, it's bad for people that will watch the stream after it finishes. But I'm playing it. I was playing it a little today. I'll try to make a let's play. My aim with the game is to try to make you make a series of videos, probably 2 series of videos, where I get to watch all the scenes from the game with 2 gameplays. I don't know if it's possible. I'm still checking the routes that I'll be going through, and if it's possible, I'll be making 2 let's play. The 997 saying it will be so nice to skip the very redundant battle song. 4 times already. New Kid saying 250 tickets. Oh my, I didn't know that. I thought the rewards are below average. Yeah, exactly as I did. When we see the first week rewards were so bad that I ignored it. Ismail is saying JP Octopath Traveler Gacha is here. When it will release? Do you know when it will release? Because I have to test that game. I will be making content for Octopath as soon as it gets released on Global. Another game that will be released on Global, I think in 2 months or 3, will be probably Nier Reincarnation. That game will be a very huge success, and I'm pretty sure of that. Nier is just so popular here. So we have 4 different places to go. We can go here and purchase some more compass. This is the only thing that we can purchase now. Oh my. Only compasses. Use compass to make our way there and find hidden treasure. Use the silver heart event exchange for compass. They share the same. They all share the same store. Let me just check the other 2. I really need some books. I need to finish some of the attacks events as well, so I can get more. Oh man, we are getting some shard. Let's start with this one. Octopath will be releasing on 28 October. Nice. I'll be playing that game. You can be sure. I didn't play Octopath Traveler yet, but I actually played it for 1 hour, I think. I have to play it because I love all the Saga series games and games related to Saga. I was playing the Aliens Alive and the past game that I forgot the name. The Aliens Alive has a very strange story. I didn't really like it. When I knew that it was written by the same writer of Suikoden, I couldn't believe it. It's just not the same stuff. I think that he was kind of limited by the decisions of the company. Yet again, right? So more? Only 10. Saga is such a great gacha, really far above all the crap. Yeah, you know, they really care with this game. You see, there's a lot of decisions that could be made to make this game far more pay to play. But it's not. It's so easy to play. Everyone can enjoy the game without spending a single dime. Aliens Alive story is quite weird, to be honest. Yeah, I didn't like it. I really hate the art for the Aliens Alive as well. I don't know how could it be so more expressionless less. There's no expression in any of these characters. I cannot understand. Even Chrono Trigger, you had expressions, you have cutscenes that you could enjoy because they made lots of cutscenes with 2D art, sprite art. Oh, we start using 2. But the Aliens Alive, I never felt any emotion by those characters. We have staminas here. We are only using 1. Okay, so I think the... yeah, the thing here is more about the books. 99 Stamina is asking, which saga did you not like the story? I didn't like so much the story from Romancing Saga 2, to be honest. I have to be honest. I thought it was just something that they made to be different. Well, let's just make 7 heroes that are violent. But the backstory is not so impressive. But all the other Saga games I played, I enjoyed. The sense of freedom, and even the sense of being locked with Saga Frontier 2 was more interesting to me than Romancing Saga 2. I felt it was so generic, with the only different point being that 7 heroes are violent. But all the remaining stuff is just so generic that could have been any generic SNS RPG from the 90s. Sorry, that's my opinion. I still enjoy the overall Saga gameplay and all the weirdness that comes along with it. But the overall story from Romancing Saga 2 is not so impressive. Legend of Legacy has a most no story and it's hard. Yeah, Legend of Legacy is so hard. I remember finishing it at least once, but it was very, very hard. I remember dying. I played that on a real 3DS. Nine Samin is saying that I got 50 coins in Fat Robin stage. I would prefer actual Fat Robin. Same as me. It doesn't seem like we will be needing too much farming to get all the compass. I don't know if they made some changes, but it just feels like it will be very fast. So what do you guys think? I know that some people really like Romancing Saga 2. I like the concept of the game, but you were asking me about the story, right? We were talking about the story. At least Romancing Saga 2 doesn't have the best story, in my opinion. But it has a very nice concept. Not very well executed, like most Saga games. They have awesome ideas, but they don't always know how to properly execute them. That's why the game was never so popular on the West. People don't like obtuse games that do not give you proper direction. I really enjoy playing games that are different. Especially those that have some different mechanics. Something that is very different in other games, like Shadow Hearts. I'm a very, very huge fan of Shadow Hearts. Well, we get Mikhail and Neisha. Neisha and Mikhail are actually better than the other ones we got. You need 18k. I read. 18k is not so much. It feels like it can be done in 2 days, I think. Oh, we have Elliot and Albert here. So let's make a squad to farm on Fat Robin stage. I think it's a very good time to farm for Fat Robin because we'll be getting a new formation that increases the dexterity of 2 characters. So Fat Robin will be very useful. He will be alongside my Christmas Monica. But I don't need all that many characters. I can make a squad that uses only White Rose. Oh, nice. We can at least get more attributes with some characters here. I will be using blue. And I'll remove the other ones. Let's remove Yundine. I'll get a filter. by people that have event abilities. Okay, and now I can just choose someone that will still get something. Well, Saga will get something, I'm pretty sure. At least we are farming, getting something here. And Princess White Rose will be removed to get place for Galahad. Let's just change the formation, get blue to the front lines. We'll also be checking the equipment. It's the best one available. I don't think he needs more than this, actually. They're already strong enough. Let's just test and see. Upc49 is saying, when I first saw Octopath Traveler, I thought it was part of the Saga series or a spiritual successor. You see, actually, Saga series was very influential. Oh my. Vampire Lady is attacking first. I have to remove her equipment. And it was very influential to lots of developers. It's still a loved series in Japan. Oh my, she's attacking first. Let's change her equipment or getting someone else. Whoa! Galahad just got so much stronger. Octopath Traveler looks like a spiritual successor to the Saga series, but when you actually play the game, it feels more related to Final Fantasy VI. Is it that because of how it plays separately? That's just in one story, and each character belongs to the same story. It doesn't have different points of views. Let's see if we can reduce the agility from Vampire Lady. She's affecting my stuff. She's probably equipping something that increases her agility. Let's reduce it. Okay, let's reduce it even further. I don't think you can reduce this even further. Yeah, we can. And then let's change the formation. Yeah, it's okay. Should do fine. Hanit best girl. I don't know who is Hanit. And Sabi saying that we always go first because of the skill. Ah, okay, Vampire Lady. Oh yeah, you were right. Your skill has a fast property. Kind of forgot about that. You are totally right. For me, Octopath is his own thing. If you go thinking about those games, you might get disappointed. Yeah, especially because when Octopath was released, a lot of people didn't have any other game to play in the Saga franchise, so Octopath was one of the only things they had to play. Octopath was released before Scarlet Grace. So yeah, the same thing as the Legend of Legacy. It were released in a time where we didn't have any Saga game. Nine97 is saying that Octopath Traveler is pretty meh because the dialogues and the story is very meh. But Romancing Saga 2 is our story is not so impressive. And we play. Darkstar here says that Romancing Saga defined a non-linear RPG. It took then until Romancing Saga 3 to really get the formula down. Though I wish they had kept the inheritance mechanic for future games. I don't. I'm not such a huge fan of the inheritance mechanic. It kinda, it's just that I was more of that guy that likes to play RPGs without naming my characters. I like to see the personalities of my characters and I like them to be unique. If you play a game where the character is just someone that has a different color, it's just like, say, using mercenaries on Final Fantasy Tactics. I never used any mercenary on Final Fantasy Tactics. I don't like to use nameless heroes. But that's just the way you play RPGs. Marcelo Hashimoto is saying that, yeah, she will attack first even with zero Agi. It's just like Steel Blade from Albert as well. He will always attack last because he has delay. We have delay, we have fast. Absi49 saying Romancing Saga 1 and 2 had a lot of generic characters. Exactly. Even the first Saga game, we have human, female human, male mystic, female mystic. They don't have names. Random Alexander saying that he liked the story of Octopath Traveler. The issue was the gameplay. I just felt that the gameplay was not so balanced. Even though the Saga games are not example of balance. With Octopath Traveler, I knew that I could cheat all the content by just using that break system. With break system, everything was easy. And Tenjin City saying, I like it Romancing Saga 2 for the gameplay alone. The story really is not very good. I like the gameplay loop of starting a generation, do some questing, and start over with new crew again. Well, I like it games that had a similar design, like, say, the original Og Battle. You also had some similar stuff. You start with some squads, you acquire more, they are always different, they don't always feel the same characters, they sometimes feel a little generic. And Ogre Battle 1 is one of my favorite games all time. I think the problem with Romancing Saga 2 is just that it really fails to motivate a general conflict. Although the generation stuff is okay, very interesting, imagine if it had the same appeal as the second world of Final Fantasy VI, where everything was torn into darkness. It feels like in Romancing Saga 2, even if the years come by, nothing really changes. There's no, say, sign of doom. Impending doom will be way better. I don't know, because I didn't play it so far. Maybe there's something that will happen in the future. But for me, this is a problem with Romancing Saga 2. If you could see the world falling apart, like in Final Fantasy VI, it would make more sense. Darkstar here is saying that he finds Romancing Saga 2 to be very much of a roguelike game, which I love. If you aren't into that, I could see how someone wouldn't like it. Yeah, I never enjoyed roguelike games till recently, when some of them caught my attention. But in the past, I never got any interest in roguelike games. Absi saying Saga Frontier could face the last boss as one of the protagonists without fighting a single battle. You talking about loot? Is loot that can do that? I don't really remember. On Romancing Saga 3, they fixed a lot of issues that Romancing Saga 2 had, but the feel of the game is different. I like both in their own way. That's just like Saga Frontier 1 and 2, because they are just so different, but still charming in their own ways. It is strange, because when someone asks me which one is better, I cannot answer, because for a point of view, I feel like Saga Frontier 2 is the best game. But I keep playing Saga Frontier 1 more, You see, Saga Frontier 2 is more refined. Everything there is more tested, is more envisioned. Feels it was a complete game, while Saga Frontier 1 is full of problems. The game was never fully complete. But I felt like playing Romancing Saga 1 more than Romancing Saga 2. And that is it. I still enjoy the both games. Nine is saying that the Octopath gameplay was boring because it always needs to break foes' defense, and there are way too much foes. Can you face 6 enemies as well? Because in Romancing Saga 2, there are lots of fights where you face 6 and 9 enemies. Oh my, it takes lots of time to defeat them as well. And Random Extender is saying that the thing with the story of Romancing Saga 2 is that the developers had part of the story in the mangas in the stage. Oh. How does this stage works? Because there's generation, barely has any character that's fixed. How do they portray the characters? And Scene is saying that Octopath is an excellent game that had a flexibility like Final Fantasy V. While you may field 4 characters, that's half of your cast, you had the opportunity to make your experience very different from your friend. That is actually interesting. There are some other games that has this. Another game that has this is another game that's tied to Saga. What's the name of that again? It was remastered, even remastered recently. Let me see here. It was released for the Xbox and then forgot the name of the game. It was even supposed to be called Saga Frontier 3 for Xbox, PC, now remastered. You guys should remember the name. And Napsy saying that, yeah, it was Loot. The Loot can fight the last boss of the game without even having a fight before it. Yeah, Loot didn't have a story, to be honest. He was the most free character of them all. Romancing Saga 2 is more about the quest line of each place you go. The time doesn't really change much, with a few exceptions, like when you build a bridge to connect 2 places, for example. So yeah, I feel you get it right. It's more about the stories of the places you visit. The events are more important than your characters. Saying that me and my friends' party was kinda different, so was our strategies. I love the time we got to learn the game and update each other and what we were doing and how. My party had Oberic as a dodge tank. Oh, so he can play that part. Interesting. And Render Extender is saying that the Saga stage for Romancing Saga 2 only has 3 generations: Leon, Gerard, and Final Emperor. Oh, it's Final Empress. But it covers the backstory of the 7 heroes. I wonder which actress they choose from Rock Bouquet. Marcelo Hashimoto saying, this talking about Romancing Saga series make me want to play them, but too sad I don't have time to play anything that have no auto battle system like Reuniverse. That's an interesting thing. So, why do you say so? It's because you, how you work in your daily routine. That is something that affects everyone. I think people play gachas more because they don't have the time to pay attention. And we can upgrade and evolve our characters without really paying attention. This is something unique to gacha. But it's also a sign of the times. 997 is saying 10 Gustav shards. Absolutely win. I still don't have Gustav. I'm very sad. Narkstar here is saying The Last Remnant. You'll be able to play it soon. Oh yeah, The Last Remnant. Exactly. That was a game where the experiences of one was so much different than the experience of another. That game I played so much time ago. I have to play it again. The Last Remnant is the game that was removed from the sale on Steam, right? Yeah, it was always on sale. I have it. I have it on my account. I purchased it once, I think. Yeah, they were all supposed to also release a PC remaster, but I haven't heard anything about it. Maybe it's now the time because they are celebrating the Saga series. Well, my friend used Hanade's tank for him. I used Primrose for support, and he used Alfin. I used it to Tyron because I like having a thief, and he used Ophelia for a healer. Oh, I don't know any of those names because I never played past like 1 hour. But I remember getting very impressed when I saw the first trailer of Octopath Traveler. Because, you know, after some point, I kind of gave up on hearing about games that had pixel art for AAA developers. We will always get sprite art games from engine developers, but from AAA publishers, very hard to think about this. They gave up on the type of art because it's not so popular on the West. I'm still saying I still have it on my Steam account. It's funny, people that brought it, you can still play even though it's not on sale anymore. Yeah, it's yours. It has to be able to install it again. They totally forgot to port the remaster to PC and Xbox, and you know it. I think on this year they ported it even to mobiles. There's less Remnant on mobiles as well. Makes no sense to not be on PC. Probably some issues with publishing. I don't know. The last Remnant cross Reuniverse, that will lead us to very nice sprite art, in my opinion. I still remember one very important happening on Last Remnant, where you switch a character with a new generation of the same character. Very close to Saga. Actually, when I played Last Remnant, I didn't know it was related to Saga, and I enjoyed the game. I only knew it so much time later. Since after they swap it around Cyrus, Teresa, and Ophelia, depending on how we fought that boss. You're talking about the characters from Octopath. You can change certain things in the Last Remnant and use reshade to make the game look 10 times better. Does it look even better than the PS4 version? Alfin and Ophelia are healers, but Alfin does more physical and Ophelia does more magical stuff. Teresa is a merchant and support, while Trion is a thief and more of a debuffer. Well, at least they have very different roles. I usually like when a game kinda gives you characters with different roles while you can customize them. It's better than just having generic characters that can be anything. 15. And where is my fat Robin? Emma, Hemi, Honeywell. They basically just made her face look younger. Teresa is my favorite character. Primrose is more of a support, but a magic damage dealer like Cyrus, and a magic damage dealer, but not lock it to dark like Primrose. So I'm seeing lots of people that play the Octopath Traveler here. Have you guys played that on a Switch, or have you guys played that on a PC? So let's just get some more maps and see what we have in store. So Southern Ruins have shards. And Northern Woods has stamina potions. Western Fortress has pieces. Maybe style pieces are better for me, actually. The blank style pieces. So 20, nice. Let's just run this a little. Random Extender saying that he pre-ordered it for the PC. You're talking about Octopath? Does anyone know how many Rusty coins do we need to farm? Someone said here it was 1.8k. FC saying, did you consider Red, Alicia, and Laiwan generic characters from Final Fantasy Tactics? I don't remember those names. But if I remember correctly, you're talking about the first generic characters you get. Tenjin City saying that he originally brought a Switch for Octopath. You were not the only one, actually. I heard a lot of stories of people getting a Switch for Octopath. The port's quite good. Not all of the Square Enix ports are good, actually. I remember playing Final Fantasy XIII, and the port for PC is full of problems. I was playing with a very old CPU. I don't know if it will be better now that I have a better PC. But it had so much problems with frame rates, and when I was watching my task manager, my PC was not using his full power. And even though there was a lot of problems with frame rates and shutterings, I don't know. And then I searched through the internet to try to understand, and people were saying that they had a perfect experience, and I was not having one. Chrono Trigger PC is or was awful. Actually, they say that they fixed Chrono Trigger. The problem is Final Fantasy VI with that awful sprites. You cannot change it to the original ones. But Chrono Trigger was eventually fixed, at least from what I heard. Renox is saying that they doubled the size of Final Fantasy XIII for PC for no reason at all, and it ran very bad. Actually, do you know how much space does the original Final Fantasy XIII for PS3 has? It's exactly almost 40k gigabytes. Sorry, 40 gigabytes. It is almost a dual layer Blu-ray. It was actually strange because, you know, on Xbox you have the same game, but you need 4 DVDs with 9 gigabytes. So actually very close. They didn't compress too much of the cinematics. That's why it's so large. Oh yeah, Random Extender is saying that he ran very bad when he could run Final Fantasy 15 quite fine. Yes, exactly. I tried to run Final Fantasy 15 and I could run, but I couldn't run till 13 so well. Makes no sense. Since saying that all the characters that can sub into each other, but the character unique traits are just for them. So if Tieron takes Teresa as a sub job, he could do a lot with support. But not a lot of damage himself. He could steal the gold, then in the next turn he could hire some help. That's interesting. Oh, more books. Final Fantasy 13 on PS3 looks better than a lot of PS4 games released today. I still feel like it's a very pretty game. Yes, exactly. Oh, we are facing... Oh, they are all dead already. We are facing normal characters. Encounter. It's because they included all of the Japanese voices and cinematics in the English version as well. Oh yeah, I think I remember that you could delete some cinematics and reduce the size. Yes. Why do they do that? Such a bad game, Final Fantasy 13. The one who killed is Saga. Congratulations, Square. That's where we have different opinions. I actually prefer Final Fantasy 13 than Final Fantasy 10. Yeah, I feel like Final Fantasy 10 was the start of the decline. Actually, 8 is like the worst Final Fantasy of the new time for me. That's my opinion. Final Fantasy 8 is the worst of them all. My opinion. I'm talking about the new times, because Final Fantasy V is not so good as well, in my opinion. It's because I really enjoy Final Fantasy IV. I think this 5 was such a letdown. Oh, finally silver now. Final Fantasy 13 was okay for the time. It very slow for replaying, so Final Fantasy 13 Part 2 was pretty good in my opinion. Exactly. I think that Final Fantasy X is not so bad. I just feel like I prefer Final Fantasy 13. But 8 is bad, in my opinion. I played Final Fantasy X and I really enjoyed the cinematics. I remember that it was very different when comparing to the Final Fantasy IX that I love. But it was still, I still feel the Final Fantasy inside Final Fantasy X. But I can't feel it on Final Fantasy VIII. We are getting lots of jewels here. Absi saying I like all of them. I never understand the hate people have for some of the games. It's not exactly I hate. Well, hate is such a strong feeling. It's just that I feel that some are way better than others. The only Final Fantasy that I really don't like much is Final Fantasy V and 8. All of the other Final Fantasies I like in a way or another. 5 and 8 are the only ones I don't really like. And my favorite one is 6. Then 9. And then 13. And then 4. Yeah, I think I like 13 more than 4. Although I really like 4. So we're still not on the blank gold pieces. Well, back to Pat Robin. Random Extender is saying that Final Fantasy X is better than 13, that it's way better than 15. I can get used to 15, but I didn't play it much to have an opinion. But there's a friend of mine that really likes Final Fantasy 15. He keeps talking about how good it is, that I need to play it. Oh, you need to play a little more, you have to watch the story, you have to see that these characters are very incredible, they have nice backstories. That's what he told. That's what he told me. But I still don't give a real... what can I say? Didn't give a real try for Final Fantasy 15 yet. I cannot have an opinion without playing the game. I played Final Fantasy 8 and I played Final Fantasy 5 to have an opinion. Seeing saying there's also hidden jobs that you can get from pretty tough bosses. I love that those fights because me and my friend were stuck there for a while. Crazy fun times. Hidden content is just so nice when you have hidden bosses. And Samir saying that he played Octopath with a special trainer. Infinite experience, infinite gold, and one-shot enemies. Oh my god, why did you do that? Without it, it's impossible to beat those battles. Such a waste of time. But how? Why? So you think that it's hard? Have you finished the... I know this game not so popular, but Digital Devil Saga 1 has one of the toughest boss in history. Since you face an enemy that has a damage that is far beyond your cap. So the boss deals 10,000 damage and you only have 1,000 HP. But you can survive. You can use some strategies. I really enjoy Digital Devil Saga. It's a very hard game as well. Just like Nocturne. Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne. Darkstar Hero is saying Final Fantasy X had good battle mechanics. The story is pretty generic. I like the animations attacks. Also, Auron is such a nice character. The dude saying that Final Fantasy 13 killed the series sounds like hate. I don't really understand the hate for Final Fantasy 13. Maybe it's because I remember a friend of mine saying that Final Fantasy 13 killed the open worldness of past Final Fantasies. And I kind of enjoy this exact aspect, because I told him that when I play Final Fantasy and there's this huge town, like, I love Final Fantasy 9, but I remember there are some towns where you spend like 3 hours just to talk to everyone and get every mission done, because there's just so many people to talk. My god. And in Final Fantasy 13, you barely have people to talk. The cities are kind of empty. And that's where when you can visit the cities, you usually just run through a corridor in Final Fantasy 13 till you get the the meat of the game. Since saying that, I admit that some random encounters were tough, but nothing most people couldn't handle. And Stamini saying that, of course I hate that Final Fantasy killed the Saga. The 10 was horrible for story and characters, but great battles. But 13 has great battles as well. You cannot say that the battle system is bad. It can not be of your taste, but it's not bad per se. Since saying that if you like Bravely Default, then you might like Octopath. I played Bravely Default. I had the limited time edition for the game on my 3DS. I actually sold it some years ago. But I like Bravely Default. It was ambitious for his time. I mean, it felt like Final Fantasy 9 to me. I don't understand why, but it felt like Final Fantasy 9 to me. Random Extender saying that Final Fantasy 2 is one of my favorites because it feels very Saga. Yeah, people say it's Saga 0. I played, but not much. Final Fantasy 2 is one of those games that I played the least in the series. Tenjin saying that very interesting. 5 is probably my favorite. It's funny how the RPG genre can please different types of gamers. There's one friend of mine that is also a huge fan of Final Fantasy V. Tenjin City saying that 13 soundtrack's top tier. I still listen to it sometimes. And it's also when they embrace it, the pop. Final Fantasy 13 is full of pop songs. Impossible to bear the battles, but not to beat. I could not stand the waste of time. Oh, I see. Well, some games have very long battles. I wonder, is Octopath Traveler slow? Some people say that Unlimited Saga is the Final Fantasy 13 of the Saga series, but I think it's a different case. Due to we got Minstrel Song after that game. But what do you think about Minstrel Song? Do you think it's better than Unlimited Saga? Because I enjoy Minstrel Song for what it is. But Unlimited Saga is a game that I never gave the chance. Never gave the chance to Unlimited Saga. I started that game and then I felt so bad about it. I remember that when I played Unlimited Saga for the first time, I thought it was a downgrade from Saga Frontier, and I played Unlimited Saga before playing Minstrel Song. I remember that on Saga Frontier 2, when your characters attack the enemy, they rush toward the enemy and then they attack. And in Unlimited Saga, they started using that design where the character attacks very far from the enemy. And then I felt, whoa. In a PS1 game, they couldn't manage to make your character rush to the enemy and then attack him. But on a PS2 game, they made the character attack the nothing and then hit the damage. Why? Why would they do so? Was it laziness? And all the RNG on that game also made me a little sad. I never gave a chance to Unlimited Saga. I have to play it again sometime, but never gave the chance. Daxter here is saying that he agrees with the music from 13 and 13 Part 2, so good and unique. I think that in 13 Part 2 there's even the same composer from Trigger, Yasunori Mitsuda. I think he composed some songs from that game. Or not. Not so sure on that. And Ruben Evangelist is here saying, hey, sharing chat just got here, farming Fat Robin. Yeah, I'm farming for Fat Robin because I'm a little sick of farming for Rouge. And I think we also need some gold in the future. So farming for Fat Robin also gives gold. Battles are as fast as you. You're talking about Octopath. Random Extender is saying, yeah, way better than Unlimited Saga. I remember there are some people in the Saga community that enjoys Unlimited Saga and they defend it with the two hands of them, saying that it's a game that was not comprehended when it was released. Yeah, it was not comprehended because it was so unique. No one was actually giving it a chance. Apsi saying Minstrel Song is so slow, dude. I remember a friend of mine finished a Minstrel Song with all characters. He told me that he spent 230 hours or something like that. And I can't believe it. The most I ever played a game was Tactics Ogre. I played that for 110 hours. And Persona 3, I also played for more than 100 hours. I think those two games were the ones I played the most. And Xenoblade 1. Yeah, Xenoblade 1 I played for 120 hours. I think it was the game I played the most on a single save slot. Since saying the most animation are snappy and not many are long. Minstrel Song is amazing. I never understood the hate. I also never understood the hate the game had. It just felt so huge to me when I was a young kid. Unlimited Saga is a game with layers that contains layers within layers. And more layers. The thing is that takes too much time to learn the mechanics of Unlimited. And it was released back in the days where people still print manuals. So they had to make a very good manual to try to teach people how to play the game. There are games that we start playing, we already know what we should be doing. And there are games that you have to just do some research before we even start playing. All Saga games are like that. People don't like researching a game before playing. What is a game that is so hard to understand, like the Saga series? Can you guys please tell me? I'm trying to think about a game that's so hard to understand, like the Saga series. I wonder. I am still thinking. There are games that are hard just because they are hard. They're not games that are hard to understand the mechanics or the basics. How many games are like that? Well, I think this Gaia has lots of very specific and original ideas as well. I think it's one of those games that you need to do some research. This Gaia. I think Final Fantasy XII with the Gambit system as well, but it's still very far from Saga. And Naxar here is saying that I will easily put hundreds of hours into Minstrel Song and Tactics Ogre for that matter. And I'm talking about the original Tactics Ogre because the remake doesn't need that many hours. The original Tactics Ogre needs many hours because of the training system. So slow. Man, a game like that released these days would never sell. Tenjin saying that he never played Minstrel Song, only the SNES game. Nice. Smug is saying, hey Shar, I just changed the server for the American because it has more rewards, the 3 extra platinum tickets, and Asian servers suck. Played for 3 days with Azami, Albert, Rock, and Genie, so reroll or not. You have a good squad already. You should not keep rerolling. If you keep changing servers and rerolling, you'll never have a definitive account. Traveling between the maps in Minstrel Song was supposed to be a teleport, but some place you had to teleport to one place and walk on foot all the way to another place. Oh man. All the Paradox Interactive Studios games are like the Saga. Paradox Interactive Studios? Let me just do a search on this topic. I find it very nice to try to learn about new games. Paradox Studios, let's see. Paradox Studios. Games, let me see here. Well, there's a lot of games. Europa Universalis, Pillars of Eternity. There's so many games here. Victoria. It's Western development studio. Yu-Gi-Oh! Is hard to understand, as are all the card-based games. Once you're in, but to understand Yu-Gi-Oh! Feels like learning a new language. When I was a kid, I tried to collect the cards, but fake cards, because they will just sell fake cards here in Brazil. You know, an original Yu-Gi-Oh! Set costs like 1/3 of a salary of people that lives here in Brazil. One YouTube set. Imagine, people don't have money for that type of stuff. This guy needs some studying, but only post-game. Those Saga games might never finish or see the ending playing blind. You're right on that. Another game that feels very strange and unique is Vandal Hearts 2. That gameplay system is very unique. I still remember the story from Vandal Hearts 2. I always wanted to play it again, but never did. Very crazy game, Vandal Hearts 2. I remember that it was still one of those games that had an urban legend about a mechanic. How you could summon Gladius ship into battle. Well, after this fight, I will just try to do some map runs again. Another game that feels like a Saga game is Live Alive. I need to play that game. You see, we can finish this farming very fast. I already have like 25% done. Mauricio Barizoni saying I recommend not farm Rusting Coin now, because then there will be the farming treasure map. You can farm them together, saving stamina pots. But what is there to do for now? You know, not many stuff to do. But yeah, if you are thinking about efficiency, you can just wait to treasure map. And Opsy saying, I really want to finish the part event grinding before the next grinding event comes. Grinding 2 events on the same time is really tiresome. Random Extender saying that Live Alive is similar but easier. It's pretty cool. Still hoping for that English release. Yeah, some people found that Square Enix registered domain for Live Alive. That means that maybe that game will be released in the West. Maybe. A huge maybe. Mauricio saying that I need to finish up Pirate Event. I'm very close to finishing Pirate Event. More books. Oh my god, we have so many books. I'm working on a Awakening video to try to teach you guys. Not exactly teach because you already know, but try to give some insight on which skills to awaken. Now we have lots of gems to awaken. All stages are just a joke. Imoko is asking, do you know when Treasure Cave comes? It's inside the game, it's in 2 days from now. Random Extender is saying the Imperial Saga Eclipse also got registered in the US recently. Yeah, I heard that story. I think it was on Silicon Era. And that one I don't believe it will be released actually. I don't know why they did that. Maybe they need the name to use inside Reuniverse. Because why would they release Imperial Saga now? But well, when I heard that Reuniverse was going to be released, I also didn't believe at first. Oh, so the enemies are not dying on a single attack now. Yeah. But yeah, the treasure map is in 2 days from now. It will end on 4th of October. Two days to finish the Pirate event and the Vampires event because I didn't finish that one yet. I'm just curious to see what we have here on this event. They are even doing some combos. Speaking of awakening, what skills I need to upgrade for blue to farm more efficiently? You actually have to awaken almost all skills from blue. He has a problem. He doesn't come as you need. You have to awaken almost all of his skills. There's only one that you don't need to awaken, and it's that Flash Fire, I think. Is Flash Fire? It's one that has 9 BP cost. Let me show you blue. Nice, 4 blank gold pieces. I have to save some for Acellus. So, about blue. Here, you have to awaken Sunlight, Wildfire, and Lightball. 4 awakenings for him to work. If you do not awaken Sunlight, it doesn't work as well. Because he will try to use Sunlight after Wildfire. 4 awakenings. Kongi Mink does not need that. Or White Rose. Techonis, I'm done with Vampire already. I am not done yet. Oh my. You can drop medals on the party event as well. You can't, Tenjin. We were talking about that. You actually need to just exchange on the shop, and the converse is not so good. Yeah, and I'm forgetting again. I have to use a different squad now. They are not dying on a single attack. Ooh, whoa. Keep walking. I think they have, what, 20 stages? Okay. So guys, I'll probably just finish this live stream soon. We are already past midnight here in Brazil. It's midnight and 35. So we are getting a little too late. But we'll still be running at least 5 more minutes. Darkstar here is saying that there's 15 stages and then 5 challenge stages with no reward. 0 reward. 0. Nothing. Not even a stamina potion. Marius is saying that more Coliseum stages, Wig Battle Coliseum stages 6 to 8 will be added soon. Plus this Wig Battle exchange will be updated with new items. Yeah, I think you can get Cat with the new Sweet Coliseum. You can farm for her pieces. They will probably update the Forest of Mystery as well. I believe they are just waiting for it to change the months. And I also have to use my currency here. Or else I'll just forget. Okay. I just wanted one more copy of every one of those items, but in next month I won't be purchasing anymore. But Fat Robin just evades me. I never get him to drop. But yeah, guys, I will be closing this live stream. If you want to ask some more questions, I'll still be here for a little more minutes. And if you want to support this live stream or the channel, you can just use the super chat button or the Coffee, Patreon, or PayPal links on the description. Let me just finish this, and then I'll be running Fat Robin. And it's I shouldn't not be using Fat Robin, just Fake Robin. It's a little offensive. And oh, I'm using the wrong squad. Genshin Impact seems to be live. I will only be playing that tomorrow. Past midnight here already. Oh, get a little sleepy as well. Ruben Evangelist is asking, what is your auto chain for Forest? I still haven't beat stage 10. I did finish stage 10 for the first time on my second live stream, I think. And actually, I just run any of my high squads, my high leveled squads, and it just works fine on auto. I can use this one. It works just fine. I also happen to use one with Cat. That also works. This one also works just fine. I can finish on auto. These two squads works fine. And let me see if there's another one that works fine. This one also works fine on forest. This one doesn't. I don't know, because I never tried with those. I never tried with this one. This one not as well. The only squads that I use on auto for forest is this one, or this one, or this one here. These three squads actually work as well for the gold. What's the name of the daily? Big treasure hunt. I also use any of those squads for treasure hunt 10 as well. I just play on auto and it's just fine. I will run that squad on auto so you guys can see while I just turn off my camera. Let's just do one run here. This one is not exactly the squad that I should be using because it has Noel. Noel barely does anything here. But it's just that I have this squad that uses 3 different 5-score attacks, and then I have 2 mages. So it's kinda, if someone die, it's just better. I started using this squad here on auto. This one was the best one. But this one also works. Let's just run this. Darkstar here is saying that he uses Cat, Azami, Kaiser, Sophia, and Rock for Forest Auto. Yeah, I started using Christmas Cat, SS Azami, and Sophia, Flurry, and Rouge. But now I don't need Rouge anymore. I just run this on auto and it's just fine. But yeah guys, if no more questions appears, I'll be turning off the camera. You see, Azami is doing almost 9,000 damage with submission. Imagine with when you max it. On a combo. Or is you saying that he uses SS Cat for gold stages? Works pretty fine, actually. I don't pay attention to what they do. They just kill the snake. Oh, 4-man combo. Actually, you and Dean, you do lots of damage here. Instead of using Christmas Monica, I should just use Shaw instead. Oh, we are almost failing. But we just failed. You see, that's just it feels like I'm telling a lie because I don't remember failing on this. Well, but this is a recent change that I made to my squad. I removed Sophia and included Yunzin. I think Sophia was better to survive some attacks. But let's run on this one. But it should have worked. Oh, no, this is not exactly the original squad. Because this one has Sophia and Flurry on the front lines. I used this against the Entag, I think. Such a waste. And I think she's not equipped because she did so small damage. Let's see. Moritz is saying that 6 AM here on Germany. Oh, I have a sub that lives in Germany. I am from Germany descent. I want to know Germany one day. The scene saying thanks for the stream share, take care and catch you later. Darkstar Hero also said good night. Good night. Moritz as well. Ruben. In 99 stamina. Thank Sid. So, good night, everyone. Thank you for watching this live stream. Let's just see if this squad can survive. I'll be turning off my camera, and I'll get back later to see if everything worked.